Before you can secure a network, you have to know what is actually on it. In this episode, we're going to slow down and focus on something that sounds simple, but is often surprisingly difficult in practice: building and maintaining a clear inventory of network infrastructure. When organizations struggle with outages, misconfigurations, or security blind spots, a common root cause is incomplete visibility into devices, services, dependencies, and ownership. An accurate inventory is not just an administrative task. It is the foundation that supports monitoring, vulnerability management, change control, and incident response. Before we continue, a quick note. This audio course is a companion to our course companion books. The first book is about the exam and provides detailed information on how to pass it best. The second book is a Kindle-only ebook that contains 1,000 flashcards that can be used on your mobile device or Kindle. Check them both out at cyber.author.me in the Bare Metal Study Guide series. Network infrastructure includes more than just routers and switches. It encompasses firewalls, wireless access points, load balancers, virtual networking components, cloud networking constructs, and sometimes specialized appliances that perform security or optimization functions. Each device plays a role in how data moves and how systems communicate. If you do not know a device exists, you cannot monitor it, patch it, or defend it effectively. Visibility begins with discovery and documentation. Inventorying devices means identifying every network-connected component that influences traffic flow or connectivity. This includes physical hardware in data centers, as well as virtual instances in cloud environments. Shadow infrastructure, such as unmanaged wireless routers or temporary test devices, can introduce hidden risk. A thorough inventory process must account for both planned and ad hoc deployments. Over time, unmanaged devices become blind spots that attackers may exploit. Services running on network devices are equally important. Devices may provide routing, filtering, remote access, name resolution, or authentication services. Understanding which services are enabled and why they are necessary helps reduce attack surface. If a service is active but unused, it represents unnecessary exposure. Documenting services clarifies operational intent and supports security review. Dependencies add another layer of complexity. Many network components rely on one another to function correctly. For example, authentication services may depend on directory systems, and remote access solutions may depend on certificate services. Mapping these dependencies helps teams anticipate the impact of changes or outages. During incidents, dependency awareness speeds troubleshooting and containment by revealing interconnected systems. Ownership clarity is often overlooked but critically important. Every device and service should have a clearly identified owner responsible for maintenance and decision-making. Ownership does not mean a single person does all the work, but it ensures accountability. When an issue arises, responders need to know who has authority to make changes or approve downtime. Without ownership clarity, remediation and updates can stall. An effective inventory is not static documentation stored in a forgotten spreadsheet. It must be living information that reflects the current state of the environment. Networks evolve as new projects launch, old systems retire, and cloud resources scale dynamically. Regular review and update cycles keep the inventory aligned with reality. Outdated records can be as harmful as no records at all. Automation can assist in maintaining accurate inventories. Discovery tools that scan networks and cloud environments help identify new or changed assets. Automated synchronization between configuration management systems and inventory databases reduces manual errors. However, automation should be validated periodically to ensure completeness and accuracy. Trust but verify remains a useful principle. Standardized naming conventions improve clarity within inventories. Consistent device names and categorization make it easier to understand roles and locations at a glance. Clear labeling reduces confusion during troubleshooting and investigation. Structured organization enhances both operational efficiency and security oversight. Consistency simplifies communication among teams. Security benefits directly from comprehensive infrastructure inventory. Vulnerability management relies on knowing which devices exist and what software they run. Monitoring systems depend on accurate asset lists to ensure logs are collected from all critical components. Incident response teams require up-to-date diagrams to trace traffic paths and identify affected segments. Inventory acts as connective tissue linking multiple security disciplines. Regulatory and compliance requirements may also mandate documented infrastructure awareness. Auditors often request proof of asset management and accountability. A well-maintained inventory demonstrates governance maturity and operational discipline. It provides evidence that security is managed systematically rather than reactively. Compliance is strengthened when infrastructure knowledge is reliable. Inventorying network infrastructure also supports risk assessment. By categorizing devices based on criticality and exposure, organizations can prioritize protective measures appropriately. High-impact systems may require additional segmentation or monitoring. Lower-risk devices can be managed proportionately. Risk-informed decisions rely on accurate inventory data. Change management is closely tied to infrastructure visibility. Before implementing changes, teams should understand which systems and dependencies might be affected. Inventory records help anticipate downstream impacts. During rollback scenarios, documentation guides restoration steps. Change safety improves when infrastructure awareness is strong. As organizations adopt hybrid and cloud-based networking, inventory practices must expand accordingly. Virtual networks, software-defined routing components, and cloud gateways require equal visibility. Dynamic scaling can create ephemeral resources that appear and disappear rapidly. Effective inventory processes must account for these modern characteristics. Consistent documentation across on-premises and cloud environments preserves unified visibility. Training and communication reinforce inventory accuracy. Team members should understand the importance of registering new devices and updating records promptly. Clear procedures reduce the likelihood of shadow deployments. A culture that values documentation supports operational stability. Inventory becomes part of routine workflow rather than an afterthought. Ultimately, inventorying network infrastructure is about clarity and control. By identifying devices, documenting services, mapping dependencies, and assigning ownership, organizations create a reliable picture of their network environment. This visibility enables informed security decisions, efficient troubleshooting, and effective incident response. Without it, defenses rest on incomplete knowledge. With it, the network becomes a managed system rather than an unpredictable collection of components.
Thanks for listening. For more audio courses, daily newsletters, and more, please visit baremetalcyber.com.